It's Thursday, and this is how we leave to go to the homestead. We have to make sure that we pack everything we need just for in case. So today we're going to do some lawn mowing, we're going to do some ant killing, we're going to do some plumbing, and obviously need some fuel for the lawnmower. Now I'm just waiting for the family. Where are they? We are leaving strictly 20 to 8. Oh, wait. I think we're late. I almost forgot Manoa. This guy was still sleeping. Luckily his mother thought of him and made him some breakfast, so he got straight up and straight into breakfast. Right, we have hit the road, and luckily we don't live too far. It's about 10 kilometers from the farm. We have arrived. Welcome to the homestead. First order of business is I am going to do some insect control because the ants are taking over. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to use this general insecticide, and I'm going to put it in this big spray bottle of mine, and I'm going to spray the grass because the ants are just making havoc in all our plants, our trees, our grass, everything. So I'm going to spray as much as I can, see how far we get, and see if it makes a difference. It's the first time I'm going to try this, so I hope it works. So as you will see here, no matter where you stand, the ants will find you. There are ants everywhere.
Back of where Uncle William's working, I found this big cockroach. Could this be good for bait?
Yes. Oh, it's ugly.
Yeah, it's very ugly.
I know this is going to sound stupid, but it actually worked. There are no more ants. Drop Jackie off by the Smithy again. If you want to know more about the Smithy, our little town community shop, you can check out our previous video as well where I shot some footage inside. Next up, some irrigation. I've got some taps to install. There we go, 2 new taps installed. So now I can water the forest very easy. All of these trees now I can get very easy water. That whole area there, I've got one more left, which is in between those 2 trees over there, but I don't have a tap, so I'll still get a tap later. That connects the borehole to the taps, so currently it runs up to the small JoJo. When I open that, it goes to the tap line, so all the taps now will start running with borehole pump water. So while watering, I saw that there was air bubbles coming through, so I thought let me just go check the borehole pipe. And yes, it was from the borehole. It was actually sucking air. So now my sensor on the borehole well didn't last very long, so I disconnected it, so it's bypassed. So the borehole will just pump until the well is very low. So now I know my borehole is only hanging halfway down the well. So next up, I turned it off. Now we're going to pull the borehole and check the depth of the well, check the depth of the borehole, and see if we can drop it another 10 meters. Another hand, so my cameraman is gonna come help me. Okay, so we've pulled the pump out and I went to fetch some rope. I've actually just got some electric fence wire here and a bunch of other nylon ropes tied to it, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this brick and wait until the brick hits the bottom. I should feel the weight of the brick even when it hits the water, I hope. So now I'm just gonna measure how much rope I've got. I don't have to measure how much rope I've got. I'm gonna measure it when I pull it up. Yeah, let's do that. So let's get dropping. I'm just going to go slow and steady and hope for the best. Doesn't feel like we hit water here. There, that's water. Okay, so I ran out of electric fence wire, so I tied a nylon rope to it. I've got a good 30 meters of nylon rope as well. I just heard bubbles.
Maybe you only hit water now.
Yeah, did I only just hit water?
Maybe it felt like water because the weight of the rope or something.
Yeah, because the rope stretches as well.
Mm.
Yeah, that's definitely water. But now you've also got the weight of the rope. So I gotta now feel what is rope and what is brick, because I mean, look at that. A brick does get light in water, but it's still dropping. Yeah, the electric fence wire won't drop this easy. Definitely not. Yeah, that was the water line. It used to be at like 20 meters or something, 14 meters. It's dropped big time.
I'm at the end of my rope.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to this very nicely. I still don't have the bottom at this depth. I still don't hit the bottom.
Perhaps my guesstimate was more accurate.
So what I'm going to do is, I really want to know how deep it is, man. Okay, so we decided to use the existing rope that was tied to the pump and see how much more we can go. Here we go, got it.
Bottom.
That's the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a knot here. And then we're going to pull it all out, and then I'm going to measure from this knot how many meters it is. What's your guess? In the comments below. Guess now, guess. So I guessed before I started this journey 43, and Mikhail guessed 60. So I think Mikhail wins, he beats me, but I don't know what your guess is.
While you're down there, you might as well subscribe.
Okay. Now I need your hands. So this is not going to be 100% accurate because I'm going to step it out. So here's the knot that I made when it was completely sunk in, and I'm going to take pretty close to a meter steps. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
A few moments later.
So I just hit 24 at the turning point. 25, 6, 7, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55 meters. Not bad. So when they drilled this thing, they told me that it was 60 meters deep. So obviously with debris and rubble and stuff, we've lost about 5 meters, which is not bad. I mean,
Measured it in ranometers.
and I measured it in ranometers, so it's not accurate. So it could be more, could be less. I think it might be more because I'm stepping quite big steps. So 55 meters of water. My borehole is hanging at 27. So I've got a lot of water I can still drop at. But I realized I'm not just going to have to replace the pipe. I have to also replace the cable. So I need to go buy cable. Basic calculations are that my borehole is hanging 27 meters deep. The water line starts at 19 meters, meaning I've only got 8 meters of water that I'm pumping, maybe 7 meters of water, proper water that I'm pumping. So if I can drop the borehole another 15 meters, that will give me triple the amount of water than what I have currently. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to go buy pipe and cable, which I can't do today. So unfortunately I have to drop the borehole again. I'm just gonna clean it a bit, drop it again, so we've got water here on the homestead until I can get to the farm again, because I need to solder the cable. I can't just wire tie it or whatever. It's not going to be strong enough because you're going to have all that weight hanging on that cable. So I need to do a proper job. Okay, borehole has been sunk again and turned on. I'm only going to pump it half an hour at a time until I can get it dropped. Then we can leave it on until the tank is full. For now, I'm on my way to go fetch Jackie. Off we go, and I'm going to get some lunch. I am back at it. Next up, we've got a leaking toilet inside of this wooden house, and the floor is wood. So let me just show you under here. Those two screws there is where the toilet is screwed through the floor. And basically this wood moves too much. So when you sit on the toilet, the floor moves, and then obviously the joint at the back moves as well, and then it starts cracking and what and starts leaking. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm stacking bricks. I just have to make it a little bit deeper. I'm stacking bricks until it's going to sit nice and tight here so that this floor doesn't move when you go to sit down. Oh man, not a fun job in the sun wearing black. Bad choice. So I decided to make myself some more space here to crawl under, and then failure happened. Don't you just love it when you make more work for yourself? Rightio, I think I beat it. That's what I ended up with. I've knocked this thing in here now. It's very, very solid, and it's right under the toilet. So now it should not move at all. I mean, this never gets wet, so that won't sink in. And this is, I mean, that is quite hard. So yay, I'm happy with that. Let's go seal the loo. Toilet has been sealed. I think it's been the 4th time that I sealed that thing, but this is the first time that I strengthened the floor. Eventually figured out why the thing kept leaking, but hopefully this is the last time. I've got 2 more little trees left to water, and then I can leave this very, very hot place. I almost forgot to give an update about our almond tree. So there has been no ants anymore, and today has been a good gardening day. So all the trees have got a refresher around them, and all the weeds got pulled. We just chop and drop so that this decomposes and feeds them again. And this is what the bottom looks like. Pretty wet and drenched under there. And our little tree, I think it got a little bit more color. I'm not sure. Here, these leaves here looks like they got a little bit more color. But you let me know what's your thoughts. So we are going to keep drenching it and see how fast it grows. We are loaded up again and we are heading back to the farm. It's just me and Michael. I have to go pick up everybody else visiting next door. Quick stop in the shop. We just have to get some bread and milk for tomorrow, and then it's off to the farm. We are home. We have arrived, and there's some sheep in the driveway. Wait, what?
They're running! They're running from us!
If you want to see my tricks, subscribe right now!